So we shall deal with transformational generative grammar. As we have studied before, this particular transformational generative grammar is introduced through Noam Chomsky's syntactic structures. And then we had studied that there are some limitations of, like it is from IC analysis, it is from the labeled IC analysis that we get phrase structure grammar, and there are some limitations for phrase structure grammar. That is why this transformational generative grammar is brought. There are some points regarding the transformational generative grammar which, if you know, you will understand this is far ahead or much advancement than the others. First of all, there is a mental reality underlying the linguistic behavior. Language is a creative process. It is not a habit formation. It is a creative process. You do it. You use your brain. You use your mental ability to do it. Now, secondly, the description of language is primarily concerned with the speaker's knowledge. Competence is given more importance than performance. Now, the third thing, the grammar of a language is not just mere classification of actual sentences into it, like it is the internalization of the rules from the language that one is speaking. Fourth one, the speaker of language can produce and comprehend novel utterances created out of principle and rules internalized by him. Any speaker with the rules internalized by him, he can utter meaningful sentences or utterances. Grammar is a finite set of rules which generates and describes an infinite number of all possible utterances. Grammar is generative. What do you mean by generative? Generative means like the output. The output is unlimited. Even though the input is very limited number, the output is infinite. And this output is generated making use of the system of rules that are abstracted from the input, and therefore this is known as transformational generative, because the transformational rules explain the relationship between these different types and parts of sentences. The distinction between the surface structure and the deep structure is known. Surface structure is the structure of actual utterances, and deep structure is its linguistic descriptions. For example, John is easy to please, John is eager to please. These two sentences, like they have similar structure, but transformational generative will show how, like the deep structure, the difference in the deep structure. Transformational generative comprises of three components: syntactic, semantic, phonological. Phonological, how the phonemes are joined together to form words, and syntactic, to like how the words are structured, and semantic, meaning the meaning of those words. And finally, structural grammar, like it is describing and classifying the observed data alone. So transformational generative, on the other hand, makes use of the evaluation process to evaluate alternative grammar of the same language. So what is transformational generative? As we have seen in phrase structured grammar, the relation between the different inter-sentence relationship could not be understood, like active voice, passive voice, these could not be understood, but it is being seen in transformational generative grammar. Okay, so it is from the basic type of simple sentences. Using the rules, you generate other words. It shows how different types of sentences are derived from the basic types of simple sentences. Such basic type of sentences are known as kernel sentences. They are simple, affirmative, active and declarative sentences. For example, Tom saw Sally. Sally was seen by Tom. Here Tom saw Sally, that is the basic structure, and that is referred to as kernel. And Sally was seen by Tom, the passive voice, it is the transform. We refer it was transform. So transformation involves the rearrangement of elements, like he can run, can he run. Addition of elements, like he can run, he cannot run. Addition. Deletion, you shut up, shut up, there is deletion. Substitution of elements, I did it myself, myself is used instead of I. So there are, in 1957 model, transformational generative is organized in three components: the base component, the transformational component, the morphophonemic component, etc. Base component is like the usual thing that we study, let the sentence into noun phrase plus verb phrase, etc. Transformational component is like how this the part contains the rules of known as transformational rules, and it can transform the kernels in various ways into active voice, passive voice, etc., affirmative, negative, etc. And morphophonic component sees each as elements. Each utterances are separately seen like determinant, noun, verb, adjective, etc. What do you mean by generative? Transformational generative grammar is generative since it is able to generate all and only the grammatical sentences of a language. Transformational generative grammar has a finite number of rules which enable them to generate the infinite set of sentences in a language. So two important points relate to the question of generation are: first one, the contrast between the discovery and evaluation, and then between the competence and performance. Transformational generative grammar is the theory of competence, that is, a native speaker's knowledge of the set of internalized rules that is regarding a particular language. It is not observable, it is rather, it underlies in his use of the language, his performance. Okay, and again we shall see the difference between phrase structure grammar and transformational generative models. Phrase structure model, it rewrites a symbol as a string, whereas transformational generative model changes a string into another string. Phrase structure model shows how the constituents of sentence are arranged, whereas transformational generative model explains how the sentences of a language are related. Phrase structure model represents the strings underlying the sentence, whereas transformational generative transforms one string of constituents into another. Phrase structure makes use of phrase structure rules exclusively, whereas transformational generative makes use of phrase structure rules and transformational rules. Phrase structure generate surface structures directly, whereas phrase structure rules in transformational generative phrase structure rules generate the deep structure which is converted into surface structure by transformational rules. And the sixth and the final difference between the two is that phrase structure rules are context free. Any choice we make produces a grammatical sentence, and its structure will be different from that of any sentence produced by making alternative choice. Whereas transformational generative model, the transformational rules are context sensitive. It shows inter-tree relations. It shows the relation between the sentences. They organize one set of constituents into another by rearrangement, substitution, deletion, addition of constituents, etc. Thus, transformational generative grammar attempts to describe a speaker's competence, and it shows like whether there are 5 abilities. First of all, to produce and understand infinite number of sentences. Secondly, to understand the internal structure of these sentences. Third, to detect ambiguity. Fourth, to detect paraphrases. Fifth, to paraphrases in the sense like same sentence having two different sentences having same meaning. And the fifth one, to tell when and why a sentence is ungrammatical. So when we study these phrase structure grammar, transformational generative grammar, we should know what is a subject, what is object, basic grammar we should know. For example, he gave the child an orange. He is the subject there. Orange is the object. Now object can be two types: direct object, indirect object. He gave the child an orange. An orange is the direct object and the child is the indirect object. Similarly, you have to know the basic idea of grammar. For example, mainly the sentence is into noun phrase and verb phrase, and the verb phrase is into auxiliary and main verb. In the auxiliary, there can be tense which shows the past tense, present tense, etc. There can be modal which shows can, would, will, would, etc. Which can show perfective like have plus en form, progressive like be plus ing form. If you know these basic things, then this will be easy for you. So for example, like John laughed. John laughed. Here John is the noun phrase. Okay, in the verb phrase we have got auxiliary and main verb. Main verb is laugh. Okay, and we have to like John laughed. So the auxiliary, the tense is past tense. Okay, so that past tense and laugh together we get laughed. Okay, so if you know the phrase structure, how we do the tree diagram, this will be easy for you to understand it. For example, he was laughing. He is the noun there in the noun phrase. Verb phrase is again into auxiliary and main verb. Laughing, so we know it is ing form, therefore it is progressive. So verb phrase is into auxiliary and main verb. Main verb here is language, laugh, and auxiliary we have tense and progressive. Since it is ing, it is progressive. Tense there is past. Progressive is be plus ing. This past and be together we have was, and the laugh and ing together we have laughing. Another example is Hari has gone. So Hari is the noun there and has gone is the verb phrase. So there again we put it into has gone. So that is like perfective, have plus en form. Gone means en form. So what we will do, auxiliary and main verb. Main verb is go. So auxiliary is again tense and perfective. Tense, the tense is, it is present, so it is present. Perfective, it is have plus en. So the present and have together we get has, and this perfectives en and the main verb go together we have gone. So if you know this basic grammar and if you practice it like this, if you understand these basic ideas, I think it would be very easy for you to understand phrase structure grammar and also to differentiate phrase structure grammar and transformational generative grammar.